everybody and welcome back again to Dragon Age Inquisition. As you can see, I am currently pausing my game because I'm still in the Grand Library, which is an off-limits area, and my court approval is literally dropping by the minute when I'm here. And this is kinda unusual because, as you know, I usually like to explore every place quite thoroughly and look at all the little details. And now I'm essentially on a timer, and that is kinda unnerving. I mean, I don't know what exactly happens if my court approval gets too low, or if there's any benefit of having a high court approval, but I mean, there must be some, so I would rather not want to find out what happens if it gets too low. But yeah, apparently Cole is over here, so we're going to speak to him. He doesn't seem to care about court approval. And I still want to look a little bit around at least. I don't want to get too sloppy and miss something, but we shouldn't dally for too long either. So yeah. Okay, there's something in this
Might
area.
be something here. Better take a closer look.
Another scandalous password. I'll take it. All right. Let's talk to
The faces
Cole.
talk even when they aren't moving. Silk on satin on skin, always wanting, chaste but chaste. Too many.
Yeah, are you alright?
Are you all right, Cole? You seem distracted. More than usual.
They have faces inside their faces, lying with a layer that tells the truth. I don't know how to help them.
Apparently this is very unnerving for him as well. Yeah, have you seen anything?
Have you observed anything happening yet?
Cullen is afraid. They're hunting him, following fear. He shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite happy in here. So what are you up to?
What are you doing, Cole?
A fallen fan can cut like a kiss. Hot breath from the wrong boy on the naked nape of the neck. I helped until they made me stop. Now they've all forgotten.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but carry on.
Stay out of trouble, Cole.
Socks get wet when the tide rises.
Okay. Yeah, I think I really need to get out of here or my approval gets too low. So, okay, apparently we are back in the normal area again. And yeah, it's almost down to where I started. But I mean, I'm still over 50%, so I guess I'm going to be alright. What's up next? Right, I need to find out about, I think Briala's agents? Yeah, investigate Briala's agents. I mean, there was some other stuff that I was supposed to do, like getting into the, Royal Wing? Well, at least the Royal Wing is over here, but I need a key for it. Right? Yeah. I mean, and I think it didn't actually tell me to go there yet, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to find that key. Anyway, let's yeah, let's head back here and see if we can investigate those elven agents.
Leave us.
Yeah, I already eavesdropped on them, so that's probably not going to yield anything new.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
You should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Okay. Oh, I see. There's more blood on the floor.
Inquisition was here.
You're too gullible.
And all right, this is back in the garden. Oh, yeah, this is where we entered, climbed up, and entered the library. Okay, okay, I see. So I think I have been in here and I've spoken to that guy. So let's follow the blood trail, I guess. Oh,
Good
have
evening,
you spoken already? We may have.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
Well, let's eavesdrop.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
He went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Brianna we have a situation.
Alright. Search the guest wing for a hidden cylinder seal.
Interesting.
Interesting usually means that I can eavesdrop somewhere.
I don't
so
like that grandeur.
Did you hear
Nobody
what
should own
Gaspard
as many
said
hunting
to
dogs as he
Duke
does.
Germain? Maker. If I have to clean up another puddle...
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
I wish people would stop talking at the same time.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Alright.
I heard the
yeah.
Inquisition was here.
You're too gullible.
There's something outside here. Oh, this is a cylinder seal.
Well, well. What's this?
Halamshiral investigation clues. Clara kitchen staff entered servant wings by main stair 130. Vernon undergardener entered servants wing from hall 245. Sophie chambermaid entered servants wing from hall 22. Marius footman entered servants wing by main stair 345. Briella, we need immediate support down there. Something's gone wrong. Okay.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
So, what am I supposed to do now? I found the clues. Investigate the servants' quarters. Return to the ballroom. Okay.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Maybe let's quickly chat with this lady over here.
Inquisitor, are you enjoying the ball? This is your first presentation at court, is it not? I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
So what are your duties?
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
And are you recording the ball as well?
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, Maker forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
Alright, enjoy
Good
the party.
evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, let's go to the ballroom, I guess.
out to the diplomats.
The Duchess has I can't carry them all.
I'm really not sure what's going on here and what we just uncovered with all these clues, but fair enough. Let's just return to the ballroom. There we go.
Well, well. What have we here?
I know that voice.
The leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith.
Look.
Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
I could ask the same about you. Holy hell, Morrigan. You look different. Yeah, it's a mystery. It's totally a mystery.
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Selina on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
That's a good question. Yeah. I wonder what Morrigan is doing here. I mean, certainly she is probably the quote-unquote arcane advisor that has been spoken about. Yeah, that's a good question, Morrigan.
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Allow me to speak first, then. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Selina is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Alright. Interesting. Yeah, I kinda need to forget my personal biases here at this point, because obviously Freya doesn't really know anything about her, and I think to her this lady is kinda shady at the moment. So let's investigate. Yeah, is the Empress safe?
You left Selina alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough. For the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
Uh-huh. And why do you protect her?
What's your interest in protecting Empress Selene? Are you her bodyguard?
Do I seem a bodyguard to you? If anything were to happen to Selene, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise. There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
And yeah, why did you kill him?
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
I know what door it opens. Yeah, let's be vague here. I might look into this.
I may find the time to try a door or two.
Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Morrigan in a dress. Right. What am I supposed to do now? Let me have a look at my journal. The servants are concerned about suspicious activity in their quarters. Enter the servants' quarters. Oh yeah, I do know where that is.
I'm so glad Maman did not want to attend. She always ruins everything.
Not as much as you do.
But I think I can. Yeah, Liliana is over here now. I think I can return some of my secrets to her. Oh, I got another quest. This is so confusing. Deliver scandalous secrets to Liliana. Let's do this. Greet the Empress's lady-in-waiting. Speak with Ambassador Briala. Alright.
When my third husband, Pierre, lost his life to Rosalia, I swore off marriage forever.
How many husbands did this lady have?
Another time, perhaps?
Okay, sure.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look radiant.
Marquis, it's been far too long. How's your family in Valchevin?
No complaints, my dear, no complaints. You must come to the chateau to see the girls. They will be overjoyed.
Oh, I've missed them very much. Little Sylvie must be 10 now, no?
11, and already up to my elbow. Oh, how they grow.
Perhaps I shall call on you soon.
Excellent. Now I must dance with the Dowager. It was lovely to see you, my dear.
Yeah, Liliana seems to be quite comfortable around here.
Look at Lady Cambien's slippers. Trimmed with pearls. And emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
Shoes, that's your concern.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, You can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
Alright, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, you seem kind of different here.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps.
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Alright, so who should we support?
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Orlais. Either Selina or Gaspard can give us that.
Okay, so you're not really taking any sides so far, because, I mean, Josephine wanted to go for Selina, and Cullen obviously for Gaspard. And you are not really decided on a choice yet. Yeah, I have some information.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
Alright, we'll speak later.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Oh, this actually pushed my court approval up quite a bit. Nice, nice. I needed that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
The game, of course. Selina has something up her sleeve.
Oh, the three creepy ladies again.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Alright. Let's discuss an alliance.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells.
And she throws the best parties.
Okay, that's obviously a very important argument. I have questions.
Perhaps you could tell me something then.
For example, who are you ladies?
We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
Milady Inquisitor, may I present Lady Couteau?
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
Tell me about Selina.
I'd like to know more about Empress Selina.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
That's actually more information that I needed, thank you. Can I ask about the talks?
I'd like to know more about the negotiations.
Yeah, why hold a ball for that?
It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
The nobility must do things very differently in Austria.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
Alright, I understand. Tell me about the leaders.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
This particular lady knows a lot of useless trivia. So, what are Celine's goals?
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briella are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
Alright, I found something. Do I actually want to tell them about it? I mean, I haven't really made up my mind who I want to support here, right? So, at this point, I maybe shouldn't show my cards. Yeah, let's maybe not do that.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
I mean, obviously, these ladies are tooting Celine's horn a little bit. Yeah.
Duke Gaspard has made a fortune at Alliance.
I wonder if the Lady Inquisitor agrees.
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet.
Doesn't
I
look
think
like
I saw.
negotiations are going well.
Yes, Briella is out here.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual, I see. You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
Yeah, can I ask about the talks?
I want to know more about the peace talks.
Tell me about the leaders as well.
What can you tell me about Selina and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Selina is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
Alright. I want to know more about you.
I had a question about you, Briella.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
Alright. Oh, do I want to be that direct? Yeah, come on, let's ask it. You and Selina were lovers?
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Selina and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
Who are you?
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Selina and I have...
Yeah, I
history.
mean...
There was a time when
already.
I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
Alright. So, what exactly happened?
What do you mean, we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
And if the negotiations fail...
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
Uh-huh. That's remarkably honest, yes.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Selina than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
Alright. And yeah, I've learned some things. Again, I would kind of like to keep this for myself, because I don't really know anything about her agenda so far. We'll talk later.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
But yeah, that's a lot of intrigues and background connections and stuff like that. I would probably understand this all a little bit better if I actually read the book, The Masked Empire. But on the other hand, it would probably give me some knowledge that Freya doesn't have. So from this perspective, maybe it's not such a bad thing that I don't know about this, and that I have to find out about all on this on my own, just like she has to. Yeah, we've spoken to these guys. Oh, this is actually her. But yeah, she doesn't speak to me. She's the Empress, I guess. All right.
Did you see Gaspard dance?
He and Selina aren't getting anywhere. It's obvious.
I think that's actually Gaspard out there. Yeah, I guess he's the one who's been drinking. Okay.
My friend,
well.
Come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
Well, I'm trying my best. I want to know more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Selina, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
Alright. So you're the true heir.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Val Royeaux in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Floriane, and Selina. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
Then how did Selina take power?
If you're the rightful heir, how did Selina become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Selina is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Selina outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
Alright. I'm not quite sure if I understand the family connections here. I need to think this through a little bit more. But apparently this is the cause for all these problems. So yeah, do you want her dead?
Just what are you claiming? Her crown or her head?
If Selina loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
I see. We have something in common. This seems to be relating to my class or specialization. Let's use this.
I understand you're a chevalier. I've undergone similar training.
Okay.
Ah, yes. A popular topic of conversation.
Oh?
You may not wear the title, but to study. The free marcher turned knight. You've captured imaginations.
Yeah, I think this is probably because I'm a champion. That is a very nice attention to detail, actually, to bring in that little piece of dialogue. And yeah, I can totally match the best, you know.
Minor details. I could best the finest chevaliers.
You have the arrogance for it. Come, my lady. My comrades in arms are rarely so charming. Find a drink, and we shall toast to it.
All right, all right. Yeah, let's talk politics.
I have a question about the peace talks.
So what do you get out of this? I mean, you don't really want peace, you want the crown, right?
You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
Okay. Tell me about the others.
What can you tell me about Selina and Briala?
Briala may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Selina is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
Yeah, tell me about the peace talks.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Selina will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
All right. And what if the drinks run out?
What calamities befall us if they stop serving drinks early?
If we're lucky, another war will break out. I cannot abide the game, my friend. I prefer my enemies armed and facing me. I like clear winners and losers. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
That's interesting. I honestly think that Freya can completely sympathize with this man. I think she actually and honestly likes him, and can totally agree to a lot of his positions. I'm not sure. I mean, for him to become emperor, Selina would have to die, and I'm not sure if she would go so far as to, I don't know, let the empress die, or even, you know, kill her for Gaspard to become emperor. But I think generally speaking, she really likes this guy. But again, I'm not showing my hand right now, and I'm not telling them anything about what I found. And I think I did ask all of the other stuff, so let's just say goodbye for now.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
But yeah, this is a man after her own heart. Anyway, so what are we supposed to do next? We were supposed to enter the servants' quarters.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Has anyone seen Lucien? He was supposed to have the servers in the ballroom almost an hour ago.
Yeah, I think I do know where this place is.
Nightingale makes me nervous.
And so it should. Yeah, let's head back to the servants' quarters.
Officer over there? You'll never get to talk to him. He wouldn't even dance with the Comtesse d'Argent.
If you're talking about Cullen, then yes, he won't dance with anyone, I hope. I would be utterly disappointed if he danced with anyone after turning me down. Yeah, I think I know where this place is, but I think it's probably a good time to end the episode before we head out into the servants' quarters. Servants' quarters and grand apartments. Yeah, let's make a cut here, and we will continue our investigation in the next episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.